Hello dear students, welcome back to chemistry classes. Today we have to know theories in coordination compounds. In order to explain the magnetical properties, geometrical shape and stability, so many scientists worked on the coordination compounds and they proposed their own theories. In that, first one is valence bond theory, crystal field theory, ligand field theory, then molecular orbital theory. Out of these, in our syllabus, valence bond theory is there. What is the meaning of valence bond theory? With the help of the valence orbitals containing valence electrons, on the basis of the valence electrons, the coordination bonds takes place. Okay. With the help of that concept, valence bond orbitals and electrons, the valence bond theory is built. In that, so many assumptions are there. In that, first one is the central metal atom or ion makes the available of number of empty orbitals for formation of coordination bonds. For example, take an example of chromium here. For this, d orbital is chromium having 4 electrons. Here available of 1 empty orbitals for the hybridization or making the bond with the other elements. First assumption is the central metal atom or ion makes the available of number of empty orbitals. Available of empty orbitals. For the why empty orbitals are there? These are for the formation of coordination bonds. For formation of coordination bonds, these provides so many empty orbitals. First assumption. Then second assumption is metal orbitals hybridizes. What happens here? Metal orbitals hybridizes to give an equal number of new orbitals having of equivalent energy are called hybrid orbitals. For example, it is a d orbital, it is a 3d, it is a 4s, it is a 4p, 4s, 4p, like this. After hybridization of these four, one 3d, one 4s and 3 4p. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hybridized orbitals are formed. 5 hybridized. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hybridized orbitals are formed. What happens? The metal orbitals hybridizes. The metal orbitals, these are the metal orbitals, hybridizes to give an equal number of orbitals of nearly equivalent energy. These hybrid orbitals, these orbitals are called hybrid orbitals. Then after the formation of hybrid orbitals, these are empty. For the empty orbitals, the ligand has a donating atom, that is called a ligand. The ligand has at least one electron and one hybrid orbital containing one pair of electron. For chromium hexamine, it is a one compound. For this, 6 amine molecules donates a pair of electrons to the central metal atom. For this, what happens? These amines, 6 means 6 empty orbitals are formed. 6 empty orbitals are filled by ligands containing one lone pair of electrons, like this. These are the ligands. The ligands has at least one hybrid orbitals, and these hybrid orbitals containing one lone pair of electrons in that. Okay, third assumption. Then fourth assumption is empty orbitals of metal overlap with the filled orbitals of ligand. For example, these are the empty orbitals. These are all what? Empty orbitals. For example, this is the empty orbitals. These are the empty orbitals. Then ligands containing one lone pair of electrons means NH3 6 times. 6 times means how many electrons? One NH3 having 2 electrons. One pair of electrons means 2 electrons. One electron pair. One electron pair. Then how many? 6. One pair, 2 pair, 3 pair, 5 pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pair. 6 pair of electrons. See here, empty orbitals of metal overlaps with the filled orbitals already filled here. In the ligands already filled electrons are there. Filled orbitals of ligands to form ligand central metal. Ligand metal coordination bond. To form ligand metal coordination bond. Different metal atoms having a different orbitals, different vacant orbitals, means coordination number is changed. Here fixed coordination is there for one chromium, similarly for another, for magnesium coordination number is different, for ferrous coordination number is different, like that. Then the d orbitals of the metal atom, involved in the hybridization of both, means both inner orbitals and outer d orbitals. Inner d orbitals or outer, another d orbital is there, outer d orbitals. The hybridization involves both inner, it is a inner d orbital, it is a 4d, means outer d orbitals. For hybridization involves inner d orbitals or outer d orbitals. The orbitals of the metal atom involved in the hybridization may be n-1 d orbital, means inner orbital, then outer nd orbitals. Outer nd orbitals, like that hybridization takes place. Then the non-bonding metal electrons, if suppose these are having a single electrons, these are having single electrons, up to this, these are the single electrons, these are not involved in the bonding process. If the non-bonding metal electrons occupies the inner d orbitals which do not participate in the hybridization process. If these are having a large number of unpaired electrons or electrons, these are not involved in the bonding process. Okay. Last one, the non-bonding metal electrons occupies the inner d orbitals which do not take the participation in the hybridization. The presence of unpaired electrons means single electrons. These are all paired electrons. These are all unpaired electrons. The presence of the unpaired electrons. In the complex having the unpaired electrons, then the complex is said to be paramagnetic. If the complex having a paired electrons, the complex having a diamagnetic substance. Based on the presence of the pairing and unpairing of electrons, the magnetical properties changes. If the complex is having unpaired electrons more, it is a paramagnetic in nature. If the complex is having paired electrons are more, the complex behave as a diamagnetic substances. Then coordination numbers. Coordination number means number of ligands surrounded by the central metal atom. It is called coordination numbers. If the coordination number 4, then its hybridization is sp3. S is 1, p3 is 4. That's why coordination number 4 is there. Then sp3 hybridization is there. If the sp3 hybridization is there, then its structure is tetrahedral. Then coordination number 4, again the dsp2 hybridization is there. If dsp2 hybridization is there, then the complex is square planar. If the complex is having a coordination number 5, then the hybridization is sp3 dehybridization, and the geometrical shape distribution of hybrid orbitals or geometrical shape trigonal bipyramidal structure. Then same coordination number 6, sp3 d2 hybridization is there, then the complex having geometry octahedral. Same thing, the complex having coordination number 6, the d2 sp3 hybridization is takes place, then the complex is octahedral in geometry. Like this assumption, valence bond theories assumptions are there. Next go to the applications of valence bond theory. This is containing 3 marks important questions. Applications of VBT, we taking the example of hexammine cobalt 3 ion. On the VBT, on the base of valence bond theory, they ask explanation of hybridization, geometrical shape and magnetical properties of nickel hexammine plus 3 ion. In that, cobalt having the atomic number 27, cobalt having atomic number 27, and it has plus 3 oxidation state. It has plus 3 oxidation state. It has plus 3 oxidation state in complex, in this complex, in CO NH3 6 time plus 3 oxidation state in this complex. So molecular orbitals, so orbitals of this cobalt is represented, orbitals of cobalt are represented as so electronic configuration of cobalt in plus 3 oxidation state, cobalt has plus 3 oxidation state. This is the atomic number 18, then 3d6 means 27, atomic number 27 is there, but cobalt has a plus 3 oxidation state, means 3 electrons are lost. That's why 3d6 4s0. Then orbitals, electrons are represented in the orbitals. This is for 3d, for 4s, for 4p, for what? 4p. This is for 4p. What happens here? Electrons are filled up according to the Hund's rule. Electrons are filled up according to Hund's rule. Hund's rule, what it say? It says the filling of electrons means pairing of electrons takes place until all the orbitals are singly occupied. All the orbitals are singly occupied first, then pairing starts next. See, d6 electronic configuration is there, that's why one orbital is paired and remaining are unpaired. Then if strong ligand NH3 is approaches to central metal atom, approaches to central metal atom, then at that time, then what happens? Approaches to central metal atom, electron rearrangement takes place. Electron rearrangement takes place. Electron rearrangement takes place against Hund's rule. Electron rearrangement takes place against Hund's rule. Against Hund's rule. Hund's rule. then the pairing of electrons takes place starting itself. This is the d orbital. In this, pairing of electrons takes place. The two 3d orbitals are empty here, 4s orbitals are empty here. Then we need a 4p, 4s. See what happens here. Here two 3d orbitals, one 4s orbital, three 4p orbitals undergo hybridization to give d2sp3. To give what? d2sp3 hybridization takes place. These gives the equivalent hybrid orbitals, that is d2sp3 hybrid orbitals. Here what happens? Here two 3d orbitals, one 4s orbital, one 4s orbital and four 4p orbitals. What happens here? Here two 3d orbitals, one 4s orbital and four 4p orbitals undergo hybridization to give 1 2 3 4 5 6 to give 6 equivalent hybrid orbitals, equivalent hybrid orbitals, to give 6 equivalent hybrid orbitals. They are represented as 6 hybrid orbitals. Those are all emptied. 1 2 3 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6 means d2sp3, p3s1, d2sp3 hybrid orbitals. Then next concept, next step. Then what happens here? These orbitals are pointing, towards 6 corners, of octahedron. 6 corners of octahedron. These are the, what happens? These hybrid orbitals are pointing towards the 6 corners of the octahedron. See here, this is the central metal atom, like this 6 corner, 1 2 3 4 5 6 corners of the octahedron, they are pointed. Got it? Then what happens here? The overlapping of 6 d2sp3 hybrid orbitals of what? Cobalt. The overlapping of 6 d2sp3 hybrid orbitals of cobalt with 6 orbitals of 6 amine molecule. 6 amine molecule. Here overlapping of what? 6 d2 sp3 hybrid orbitals of cobalt with 6 orbitals of 6 amine molecule. Then what happens here? 6 amine molecule to form how many bond? How many coordination bond? To form 6 coordination 6 coordination bonds. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5. Here what happens? Paired electrons are given by amine molecule. It looks like this. What? 6 d2 sp3 hybrid orbitals, d2 sp3 hybrid orbitals with 6 amine 6 ns3 orbitals. This is filled one. Filled means already these ns3 orbitals means these are ligands which gives the electron pairs to the central metal atom. Orbitals of CO, cobalt plus 3 with this 6 amine molecule. Here what happens? Here inner d orbitals undergo the hybridization, so this complex is called inner d complexes. Inner d complex. This complex is what? Inner d complex. Then it is having a paired structure there, that's why spin paired complex. Spin paired complex or low spin complex. High spin complex. Low spin complex like this. Here what happens? What is the question? Hybridization. Hybridization is what? Hybridization is d2 sp3. Then what is the geometrical shape? Geometrical shape is, if the hybridization is d2 sp3, then the hybridization is geometrical shape is what? Octahedral. The assumption itself says geometrical shape is octahedral if the hybridization is d2 sp3. Then its magnetic property. Its magnetic property. What is the magnetic property? Diamagnetic property. Like this we have to know the what? On the basis of valence bond theory, the properties like hybridization, geometrical shape and magnetical properties of cobalt plus 3 ion. Got it? Okay. Second application is on the basis of valence bond theory, explain the hybridization, geometrical shape and magnetical properties of cobalt 6 fluoride plus 3. Here its name is hexafluorido cobalt 3. Cobalt 3 ion. This is one. here what happens, the cobalt, same thing, the cobalt having atomic number 27, and in this complex, in this complex it has, in this complex it has what, plus 3 oxidation state, plus 3 oxidation state, plus 3 oxidation state, plus 3 oxidation state. So electronic configuration of cobalt in plus 3 oxidation state is cobalt having atomic number 27, but it has a plus 3 oxidation state. Oxidation means loss of 3 electrons. Then how many electrons are remaining? 24 electrons are remaining. Argon, it is 18 electrons. Then 3d, sorry, then what happens? 3d 6, 3d 6, 4s 1 means 24 electrons are left. 18 plus 6 is equal to what? 24. Orbital representation, orbital representation. What happens here? Here already what? D having 5 suborbitals, like this electrons are filled. For 3d 6 electrons, 4s no electrons, 4p no electrons, 4p no electrons, 4p no electrons. But in this complex here F minus ion is a weak field ligand, weak field ligand. So electron rearrangement, so electron rearrangement is not taking place, electron rearrangement is not takes place. So electrons are filled. See what happens here. Here 6 fluoride ions are there. Here 6 fluoride ions means one fluoride ion gives one pair of electrons. But here how many empty orbitals are there? Here 4 empty orbitals are there. We need another 2 empty orbitals. So that's why we take what? 4s. We leave this concept, this 3d, because these are all singly filled, singly occupied. That's why 4s, 4p, we need only 2 empty orbitals. For that for that 4d. Here what happens here? Here what happens? The hybridization takes place between the 4s, 4p and 4d orbitals. Fluoride ion is a weak field ligand, so electron rearrangement is not takes place. Electrons are filling according to the Hund's rule. Then 4s, 4p and 4d orbitals are there. They are undergo hybridization. Here hybridization of 4s, hybridization of 1 4s, 3 4p and 2 4d orbitals. hybridization of 1 pore s, 3 pore p and 2 pore d orbitals. To give equivalent how many? To give equivalent 6 sp3d2 hybrid orbitals. To give equivalent 6 sp3d2 hybrid orbitals. What happens here? Here 1 pore s, 3 pore p and 2 pore d orbitals undergo hybridization. After hybridization, we are getting how many? 6. How many orbitals? 6 sp3 d2 hybrid orbitals. sp3 d2 hybrid orbitals. 6 sp3d2 hybrid orbitals. These 6 sp3 hybrid orbitals of cobalt overlap with the 6 orbitals of the 6 fluoride ions to form a 6 coordination bond. What happens here? 6 sp3 d2 hybrid orbitals 6 sp3 d2 hybrid orbitals overlaps with 6 orbitals of 6 fluoride ions to form 6 coordination bond. 6 coordination bonds are formed. Then overlapping between the cobalt sp3d2 hybridized cobalt and 6 fluoride ions. See here what happens. 6 sp3d2 hybridized orbitals with 6 f minus ion orbitals overlapping. Then after hybridization, then here what happens? Here outer d orbitals are involved in the hybridization. That's why this type of compounds, this type of complexes is called what? Outer d complexes. What it is called? Outer d complexes. There is no pairing of electrons takes place. That's why it is a spin pre complex or high spin complex. High spin complexes. So what happens? The hybridization is what it is? What is a hybridization? Hybridization is what it's hybridization? sp3d2. its magnetical property. See here, how many unpaired electrons are there? 4 unpaired electrons are there, means one unpaired electron gives one magnetical field, means here 4 magnetic fields are generated. That's why single electron gives a magnetic field. That's it. Its magnetical property is paramagnetic in nature. Paramagnetic in nature. Paramagnetic in nature. Paramagnetic in nature. So it's a paramagnetic in nature. Its hybridization is sp3d2. If the sp3d2 hybridization is there, then its geometrical shape is always octahedral. Octahedral geometry. Octahedral geometry. See, already we seen in the assumptions, if the hybridization is sp3d2, it's having a octahedral geometry, or d2 sp3 hybridization, it is having a octahedral geometry. If the hybridization is sp3, it is a square planar geometry or pyramid tetrahedral geometry. Like that assumptions are there. So it is about a second application, that is hexafluorido cobalt 3 ion. Got it? Okay. Dear students, take the one more application in the VBT, that is on the basis of the VBT explain the hybridization and geometrical shape, magnetical properties of tetracyanide nickelate 2 ion. Then here oxidation state of this nickel is +2. Then nickel has atomic number how much? 28. If it is in this complex, it has +2 oxidation state, so electronic configuration in +2 oxidation state. So its electronic configuration in +2 oxidation state, is what? Is nickel tetracyanide +2 oxidation state is argon. It has outermost here 8 electrons, means after losing 2 electrons, oxidation means loss of 2 electrons. After losing 2 electrons, its atomic number, it's having electrons 26. Argon already 18 electrons are there. Then the 3D 8 electrons, 8 8 16 26, isn't it? Then 4s 0. It's the electronic configuration. The orbital diagram, orbitals are represented as see how electrons are filled up in this complex. What happens? 3d 4s 4p, isn't it? Like this. Already 3d electrons means how many electrons are filled? How many electrons are? 5. 3d means 8 electrons. 5 6 7, then 8 electrons are filled. Then 4s 4p orbitals are empty. Then Cn minus is a strong field ligand. Cn minus is what? Strong field ligand. Strong field ligand. What happens if strong field ligand is there? Rearrangement of electrons takes place, isn't it? Rearrangement of, if it is having a strong field ligand, the rearrangement of electrons takes place. How rearrangement of electrons takes place? against Hund's rule. Against what? Hund's rule. Rearrangement takes place against Hund's rule. Hund's rule. Hund's rule means what? The pairing of electrons takes place until all orbitals singly occupied. Against means pairings takes place starting onwards, means how they are paired starting itself 2 2 2 2 2 2 like this, 2 2 2 like this. This is paired off like this. One 3d orbital is emptied or remains as it is. Then 4s orbital and 4p orbitals are remains as it is. 4p orbitals. Here what happens? Here Cn minus is a strong p ligand. That's why here how many orbitals we want? We want 4 orbitals for the coordination number, coordination bonds. Here 4 cyanide ions are there. That's why we need 4 orbitals. Take 1 2 3 4, isn't it? Here what happens? Here what happens here? Here intermixing or mixing or hybridization. Here it is 3d. Here 1 3d orbitals, 1 3d orbital, 1 3d orbital, 1 porous orbital, 1 porous orbital and 1 porous orbital and 3 4p orbital and 3 4p orbital, 3 4p orbital. What happens here? Here 1 3d orbital, 1 porous orbital and sorry, not a 3 means 1 1 2. Here we want 3 2 itself. That's why 2 4p orbitals undergo hybridization to give dsp2 hybrid orbitals, dsp2 hybrid equivalent hybrid orbitals of cobalt. This hybridization takes place in cobalt orbitals itself, hybrid orbitals of cobalt, so these 6, okay, we draw the dsp2 hybrid orbitals. Then what happens here? Then 4 dsp2 hybrid orbitals, then 4 dsp2 hybrid orbital, then 4 dsp2 hybrid orbital overlap with 4 dsp2 hybrid orbital overlap with what? With overlap with 4 orbitals of Cn minus, 4 orbitals of 4 Cn minus ions or ligands, 4 Cn minus ligands to form 4 coordinate bond, bond. See, it is a ligand overlapped. After overlapping, it looks like this. All four are get paired with the Cn minus ligands. So DsP2 hybrid orbital with hybrid orbital of nickel hybrid orbital of nickel. It is what? Nickel. Hybrid orbital of nickel, not a cobalt. Hybrid orbital of nickel with what? Cn minus orbitals with Cn minus orbitals. What happens here? Here what happens? Pairing takes place. Here pairing takes place means here what happens? Inner d orbital undergo the hybridization. That's why inner d orbital complex. Its name is what? Inner d orbital complexes. Here pairing takes place. That's why spin paired complexes. Low energy is required. That's why it is a low spin complexes. So its hybridization is what? DsP2 hybridization. DsP2 hybridization. Its hybridization is DsP2 hybridization. Then if DsP2 hybridization is there, its geometry is square planar. Its geometry is square planar. Then if its geometry is square planar, then there is no unpaired electrons. After rearrangement, there is no unpaired electrons. So it is diamagnetic in nature. So it is diamagnetic in nature. Like this applications are observed in the coordination compounds. Got it?